Welcome back to Twin Terror. I'm Gary, and this is not David. So we're doing a viewer request episode today. Joy and Sorrow had put a request out there to do a reading. So I thought it seemed interesting, and I thought, why not? Let's go ahead and do it. Um, the comment was, how about a reading of what comes next in terms of Earth events? I'm feeling something on the other side of this that is also big. So, okay, yeah, for entertainment purposes only. What's coming next as far as Earth events? So, I'm currently recording this. It's July the 4th. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Um, it's 1 in the afternoon. Um, David and I had done a live stream with Libby just about a month ago, at the beginning of June. And she was sharing that her guides are telling her that we're halfway there. That may as well just keep going because you gotta wade through the sewage and you're already halfway there, so you may as well keep going until you get to the very end. Um, to me, the budget that the Republicans passed that Trump will probably sign today, that was the last major event that we needed to go through. Um, uh, there's a lot of crap going on in the world, especially in the United States. You know, as far as the treatment of immigrants, the treatment of immigrants who are documented or undocumented, citizens that look like immigrants, um, taking rights and privileges away. Um, you know, just a lot of crap going on. And I was reading some article that there was a very heavy Latino slash Hispanic support for Trump in 2024 in the election. And they're getting disproportionately uh, pummeled by Trump's policies. So clearly, either they wanted to pull up the ladder and figured they weren't going to get affected, or they didn't understand what it was they were voting for. And they're finding out in a big way. So um, it seems like there will be a blue wave coming. Just the backlash to everything that's happening. So, but let's follow up with what Joy and Sorrow was asking: is what comes next as far as Earth events? So, entertainment purposes only. I have no idea where this is going. So those tend to be the best readings because then I get surprised along with you. So let's go along and see what's going on. Okay, so what's coming next as far as Earth events? Okay, so foundation of the reading is the moon card. This is about confusions. This is about a truth that is yet to be revealed. Um, it's a mystery to us. Apparently, it's a mystery to Spirit too. Major Arcana, so it's big ticket. Um, this could just it could be also Trump's mental health is really kind of uh, it's going to deteriorate. It could be Trump doesn't know what he's going to do next. So Spirit doesn't know what he's going to do next. Let's keep going. Let's see where we're going with this. What comes next as far as Earth events? The challenge is the Seven of Pentacles. If we're looking at Trump, you know, he's looking at his options for making money or reaping what you're sowing. I think I just saw something he wants to do some UFC events at the White House. It's like, oh my god, the guy, anything for a buck, you know. It's just the challenge is so you've got confusion, you've got all these alternatives out there, and then you got the Hangman, another major arcana. So Hangman is it's kind of looking at things differently, not being happy in the position you're in. You've got a different perspective on things. Okay. Still don't know where this is going. Let's keep going. In the past, Nine of Swords. I know what that means. Yeah, just a lot of anxiety, a lot of attacks on citizens, especially people of color, women, poor people. Just a lot of anxiety going on. People, how are they going to make their ends meet? They're already struggling, and now this is going to get worse This budget is going to get worse. Another major arcana, High Priestess. So current energy, High Priestess. This is about knowledge and cutting through the mysteries. So the foundation is confusions. The High Priestess is knowledge. It's kind of one of those, ask the right question, you get the right answer. But you have to be able to ask the right question. So maybe I'm not asking the right question, but let's see. Let's keep going. So that's 3 major arcana in this. So we're confused. We're reaping what we're sowing. We're not happy in the situation we're in. It's creating anxiety. We need answers. We need some guidance. The World card, end of the cycle. So the overarching energy is the World card. So I'm going with Libby on this, that this cycle is coming to an end. I'm not really very knowledgeable on astrology. A lot of folks in the comments are talking about the Age of Aquarius coming. Well, that is kind of your Age of Aquarius card is coming. It's the way I look at it. You know, we're coming to the end of this. The lesson to be learned: it's okay to be kind to each other. It's okay to form relationships. It's okay to have peace and be kind, kindness with each other. Outcome. Page of Pentacles. It's appreciating things of value, appreciating what you've got. It's kind of like the page is a new beginning, if you will. It's a beginning card. It's kind of like what the Ace of Pentacles would be, but in this case, you got the Page of Pentacles. So this could be young people learning what is really truly valuable, or just we as humans starting to appreciate the things that we should be valuing, with basically relationships. So that's the first thing. Okay, so what comes next? So it seems to me what these cards are saying is that we've been confused. We've been going down the wrong path as to what we've been valuing, and it's time for a reset. And that having a fancy car, going on super expensive trips, or having the latest and greatest electronic gadgets is not bringing happiness. We're here to learn on this planet. We're here to love. It's all about the relationships, how everything you do impacts other people. And so it's best to do things that are loving, that are caring, that show harmony, because that has such a positive effect on everybody around you. And I think maybe that's what we're seeing with the Two of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. It's time for a reset. It's time to really evaluate what we think is important, and maybe just simplify our lives a little bit. All right, let's. What more do we got here? Okay, let's come down. Okay, so what other Earth events are we going to see? Let's look at from. Let's do a political. Let's do economic. We'll do a political reading. What are the next events? Earth events coming politically. What's coming economically? All right, let's see what we got from a political standpoint. Oof, Tower card. Okay, institutions will be collapsing. Things are going to get broken down. Things are breaking down. There's going to be a major reset. Doesn't seem to be any way out of this at this point, that we're kind of stuck on this path. Queen of Pentacles. This card is basically, as a clarifier, do things that are loving, doing things that are caring, taking care of the people that are vulnerable, but we've been betraying them. To me, this is very political. This is Trump just making shit up as he goes along. making up rules and then having the courts back them. And we're feeling like we're stuck with this. We should be caring for people, but we're betraying them. That what's happening is betrayal to the citizens. Let's see. Economically, it's time for new actions. Um, don't believe everything you're seeing. Don't believe everything they're selling you. What you're seeing is not true. This could be, maybe there's some economic data that's coming out that makes everything look like it's fine. Or maybe there's economic data that's saying everything is really going to hell in a handbasket, but don't necessarily believe it. Don't take it on its face value. Economically, we've got the Ten of Cups, the happy family, hopes everything's going great. And then you've got the Hierophant, the government, large institutions. So from an economic standpoint, it seems like we're in good shape. There's going to be some stuff that may be misleading, so we got to think critically of what's happening on the actions that are being taken. But at the end of the day, everything's going to be fine. All right. Okay. All right. And then I want to let's do one more throw just on the international community. How is our relationships going to look like with our allies, our trade partners, and with countries that we don't necessarily get along with? We'll do another side by side. Let's see how this goes. All right. Entertainment purposes. So how are things going to go with our allies, trading partners, people we get along with? How are things going to go with future events for people that we don't necessarily get along with? Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, there's the moon card. Yeah, don't know. It's a confusing time. It's a confusing time to be an ally with the United States. The word frenemy comes to mind, right? There's a lot of chaos that's been happening. Trump's putting tariffs on you. Trump's taking off tariffs on you. You do something and Trump gets mad, tariffs come back on to you. So Knight of Pentacles, this is kind of, let's just sort of sit back and see what happens. I don't want to get caught up in the fray. The allies don't want to get caught up in this. We have things of value that we can offer, but we just don't want to get caught up in this. And it would be better if we work collaboratively. So it just seems like from an ally standpoint, the future events is going to be more of Trump just creating confusion. They're going to take kind of a passive look at this and keep working to either collaborate with the United States to come up with things to improve the relationship, or they're going to start working with other entities, other trading partners, if you will. It's like, yeah, well, let's sort of let the United States handle its own little. They've got issues right now. They're too busy for us. How are the people that we don't get along with? What are the future events with them? Okay, they're seeing all sorts of crazy. Not sure what to believe is actually happening. They're not happy with the choices that are being offered to them, although there is an offer out there if they're willing to broaden their horizons or take their focus off the cups and be willing to accept something that may be coming out of left field. There's your Ten of Cups, happy families, and then contemplation on the Four of Swords. So the folks that we don't normally get along with, they're seeing the crazy. They're not happy with how they're being treated. It could be that Trump's making, I can't say, this Ten of Cups is really kind of confusing me. Because there's nothing that the United States is doing that would make things better or treats families better. For the love of God, it's like it's the exact opposite. It's almost like I should be reversing that card. Um, but then you got the Four of Swords that you just, I'm going to sort of sit back and think about this. I'm not going to react. Let's get a clarifier on this. What else? What do I need to know about this? The Star. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure. Don't know. It happens. Not sure. I'll chew on that for a little bit. What does that mean? I mean, there's some really positive cards in there. That, you know, if they take what's on offer and they think about it, they'll realize that things could be a lot better, and that, you know, emotionally we can move things forward. I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Okay. All right. I'll pause it for just a second. Okay, so I just was sort of thinking what I want to ask next. And let's just do one more. Just so we're looking at next Earth events. Give us a feeling of what's the next big thing. What's the next big thing coming at us? Okay, let's see what we got here. Next big thing coming at us as far as Earth events. Okay, some bold action being taken. It's going to be happening. Something's going to happen very quickly and somewhat recklessly. Sword of Truth, a new truth coming out. And you got the Knight of Cups, and it's like a peace offering. And it's going to bring an end to a cycle. The Ten of Swords. I'm kind of wondering if there's some sort of cessation of hostilities. Are we talking about Ukraine? Are we talking about Israel and Iran? Are we talking about Gaza? We got a victory card. We need to... Cooler minds are prevailing. And then there's that Ten of Cups again. Happy families. We're just going to start evaluating things more. Start, appreciating what we have and our values. And then the sun comes out. Okay, so something big's coming. I mean, I guess that's kind of a dumb statement. Yeah, there's always something big coming. But this next item coming out, it's basically going to bring an end to a cycle. That Ten of Swords is, you can't hurt us anymore, and there's going to be a claim of victory, and people are going to start celebrating this. I'm really hoping that it's like the end of hostilities in Ukraine, or humanitarian aid in Gaza and peace in Gaza, or just there's so much divisiveness. There's so much bad things happening in the world right now. It'd be kind of nice to have a little bit of peace. All right, that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up if you like this. Subscribe and hit the bell. We'll wake you up at midnight with this one. Leave a comment. I read them all, respond to many. And unlike those bargain basement Twin Tarot channels with Gary and David that don't give shout outs to their viewers for their ideas. Thank you, Joy and Sorrow. And Joy and Sorrow, we're going to give you a card. Hopefully it's the Ten of Cups, because that one keeps coming up. Oh, it's the Ten of Swords. Okay, well, I guess I killed that reading. Sorry about that. Like to also give a shout out to Kathy Quinn Ashby, also known as Jazz Marley SSA, who made a kind contribution to the channel. Thank you so much for that. And you get the Queen of Cups. Yes. Keeping a lid on those emotions there. And then, how about a nice shout out to Sue Fleming. Hi, Sue, who always sends me a cup of coffee from England. So, Sue, I'm going to give you the Wheel of Fortune card, Major Arcana from you. And for the rest of us, a secret card to send us on our way. We got the Two of Wands. that's all about thinking, looking in the future and deciding what actions you want to take. You could take high energy or low energy. So let's keep it on the high vibration as best we can. These are trying times, and it's so easy to get angry and want vengeance on the people that are wronging you. And frankly, that's what keeps this cycle going. We just need to do our best to take our care of ourselves, be forgiving, and make this world better through our own actions. So thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.